Assalamu alaikum. Welcome to my YouTube channel, MT Mecha. My name is Mohammad Ali Raza and I am mechatronics engineering student at ANST. Today I am going to present my topic, how a computer works. This presentation is prepared using chapter 1 of C++ programming by DS Malik 8th edition. In this presentation, I will explain what a computer is, what function it performs, how different parts of computer work together. I will explain everything in a simple and easy way. So, what is a computer? Before learning any programming language like C++, it is very important to understand basic computer concept. Chapter 1 gives us the foundation of how a computer works. This chapter explains the definition of computer, the main function of computer, the structure of computer, and, the structure of computer system. Without this knowledge, programming becomes difficult to understand. So, what is a computer? A computer is an electronic device that receives data, process it, and produce useful information. The computer works according to instruction called program. It does not have to intelligence like human, but it works very fast, accurately, and automatically. For example, when we type numbers and press enter, the computer process them and show the result. The computer has some important characteristics, such as it works with high speed, so it can be perform millions of operations in second. It is accurate, so chance of error are very low. It can store large amount of data. It works automatically once instructions are given. These features make computer very useful in daily life. So there are four functions of computer. Every computer performs four basic functions. These functions are the working cycle of a computer. The four functions are input, processing, output, storage. These steps happen again and again whenever we use a computer. Input function. Input function. Input is the first step of the computer working. In this step, the user enter data into the computer. Input device help us communicate with the computer. Common input devices are keyboard, mouse, scanner, and microphone. If we do not give input, the computer cannot perform any task. Next is processing function. Process is the most important step. In this step, the computer works on input data. Processing is done by CPU, which is called the brain of computer. The CPU follows the instruction and the perform calculation and logical decision. For example, when we add two numbers, the CPU perform the calculation. Next is output function. Output is a result produced by computer after processing. The output is shown to the user in a readable form. Output device including monitor, printer, and speaker. Through output, we understand what a computer has done with our input. Next is storage function. The storage is used to save data and information for future use. Stored data can be used again when needed. For example, storage devices are hard disk, USB flash drive, and memory card. Storage is very important because data is not lost when the computer is turned off. So this is the four basic functions of the computer. So next is block diagram. Block diagram of computer system. So this is the block diagram of computer system. they show the block diagram of the computer. It represents how different units of a computer are connected. The main units are input unit, central processing unit, memory unit, output unit. All these units work together like a team. Input unit receive data from the input devices. It convert data into form that the computer can understand. After that, it send data to the CPU for processing. Next is central processing unit, the CPU. The CPU is the most important part of the computer. It controls all the operations of the computer system. The CPU consists of central unit, arithmetic logic unit. Because of CPU, the computer can think logically and work correctly. Next is control unit. The control unit acts like a manager. The computer and coordinates all computer activities. It tells other users what to do and when to do. It do not perform does not perform calculation but ensures smooth working of the system. Arithmetic logic unit. The arithmetic logic unit perform all arithmetic operations like additions and subtraction. It also perform logical operations like comparison. That is why arithmetic logic unit is called the calculator of the computer. Without arithmetic logic unit, the computer cannot solve problem. Next is memory unit. The memory unit store data and instructions temporarily. It provides fast access to data for the CPU. RAM is the example of memory. The more memory of computer has, the faster it can work. Data flow in the computer. So inside the CPU, this is the inside CPU control unit manage all the computer operations, direct data flow between components, features and execute instructions. Arithmetic logic units perform mathematical calculations, handle logical comparisons, calculator of the computer. Next is memory unit, store data temporarily, which is RAM, hold instruction during processing, and fast access of for CPU. How data flow through a computer? Data flow through a computer. First step is input, user enter data. Next is process. The CPU process on the data that works on it. That what the data is. Next is output, the result displayed, that what the CPU result back to the user or the display, which is output. And fourth is storage, which the data store for later, or if we switch off the computer, the next if we again need the data, this is shown as in the form of storage. So why computer matters? Computer is very need in our new generation. Speeds, because of speed, billions of operations per seconds it can be run. Accuracy, perform tasks without error. Storage, hold massive amounts of data. Automation, reduce manual work. Visibility, handle many different tasks. Computer transfer, how to work, learn and communicate. To conclude, a computer is a powerful electronic machine. It works using input, processing, output and storage. All part of computer depends upon each other. Understanding these basics help us to build a strong foundation of C++ programming. So thank you.